Now, we're not always fancy people, but after the adventure we had today, we decided to reward ourselves. Oh, that's good. So we're at the Honolulu International Airport, waiting for our flight to Auckland, New Zealand. After we touch down in Auckland, we'll be picking up our rental and heading down to Tongariro National Park to hike the Tongariro Alpine Crossing. Let's hope that the weather holds out and we get a terrific hike. What are you working on?
I am just looking at our itinerary for our trip. I am so excited. I think the big part is the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, but we also have a whole week on North Island. So we're really just gonna dig in. We love slow travel where we get to just experience the culture, the people, and just take our time.
Welcome to New Zealand.
All right, we finally made it. I think it's just past midnight. We went through all of the biosecurity, which is really great here in New Zealand, just to make sure that we're not bringing anything in that could be damaging to their ecosystem. So they cleaned off our hiking boots. We just got our rental car and we are headed there now.
Wow, honey, look at this.
Wow. All right, we finally are here. We're at Chateau Tongariro, which is in Tongariro National Park. We're so excited. This is at the base of one of the mountains and it is absolutely beautiful. And when we booked this hotel, we were actually still coming out of the pandemic. And so we were able to get amazing prices and deals and book the spa suite. Now, when we booked it, we didn't really even know what that entailed because, to be honest, we've never stayed in a suite before. But check this place out. Not only do we have this beautiful bed and this spacious room, we have the spa suite with our own tub, which is amazing. Can't wait to soak in there. And then my favorite part, we have our own fireplace and seating area. I feel like this is where I'm probably gonna spend most of my time is when we're in the hotel is curled up in that chair next to the fireplace. Love it.
You okay?
Oh my gosh.
Do you need to put on a warming layer? There you go.
Okay, let's go.
Can we try this again?
I'm ready now.
Here we go. So the hike that we've been planning for, the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, had been deemed unsafe this week due to weather conditions, and there's no shuttles or guides heading out that way. So we're going to take a detour and go to the Taranki Falls, out to the Tama Lakes. Round trip total is going to be about 10.5 miles. So it's going to be important that we still experienced all of that training out there in Hawaii while we got ready for this. So we are not even a half a mile into the hike, and Leanne has not stopped taking pictures.
This is amazing. We're hiking in New Zealand. This is awesome. This is so good. I will say I was disappointed. We've been training for the Alpine Crossing, and upon getting here, we knew it could be a chance that we wouldn't be able to do it due to weather, but I think actually having to handle that news was a little bit rough, but here we are, we're making the best of it, and we're in New Zealand, we're out on the trails, and this landscape is unreal. So we are having a great day so far, and it's what, 6 a.m.?
Yeah, and we still got like 10 and a half miles to go.
Here's Taranki Falls in the distance. Okay, so the falls that we were super excited to see in the distance, which looked absolutely beautiful, and they were actually not even the falls that we're coming to see. So we're actually gonna take this track down for about 5 minutes and go see Taranaki Falls.
So here we are at the actual Taranaki Falls. Massive, incredible, 65 feet up in the air, off a cliff. The spray coming off is just so refreshing. I'm ready to go play in it a little bit. All right, what a great little detour down to a beautiful waterfall. Now we're gonna go another 2 hours until we get to the Tama Lakes.
The views keep getting better and better. You know, the hike that we trained for, that we came here to do, was the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, which is claimed to be the best day hike in the world. If that's the best day hike in the world, then this has got to be the second best day hike in the world. It's absolutely amazing. We're surrounded by different volcanoes, this beautiful hike across here. The day could not get better. And we're heading to the Tama Lake, so it might get better.
All right, well, we got a little bit of cloud cover coming, and so we're going to continue on towards the Tama Lakes.
Hand warmers.
All right, hold on, let's look at this real quick. Sweater, hand warmers, t-shirt.
Typical. right, we have made it to the lower Tama Lake and it is beauteous. I love it. It's also much windier and much colder up here, so getting ready for yet another layer. But this is amazing and we're excited to see the upper lake as well. The final climb. Well, we've made it to the upper Tama Lake and it is absolutely amazing. This whole hike has been an absolute adventure. We didn't really know too much since this wasn't necessarily the hike that we had planned on doing, but I'm really glad that we just embraced this gorgeous day, came up here, and I think we've got more than we bargained for.
Absolutely. And honestly, like, I didn't know that we'd be able to hike out here, come up this final climb. I think you even heard me say, like, as we were 500 feet up the final climb, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the top of that thing.
And there was no way. We were getting up here no matter what. So I'm glad we put in all that effort. This final climb was not easy, and then I think that added elevation.
Absolutely.
You know, we're in an environment that we're not used to. The air's a little bit thinner up here, so.
Yeah, but we kept going one step at a time.
1 foot in front of the other. That's the big thing, isn't it?
Somehow you managed to stay cold.
I definitely have more layers on. Like, I mean, I know I'm working on losing a few pounds, but most of this is clothing. All right, well, I think our plans for the rest of the afternoon are a little less intense, but I think we have a good way of warming up.
About to get fancy. There's a little bit more to the story about why we chose now to begin this journey.
I think coming out of COVID, we all learned that life is really short and it's so precious. And this past year, we also lost one of our closest friends to us. And it just showed us that we can't be waiting on tomorrow because we don't know what's ahead. So what we learned was that if you have a dream, that you should go out and do it. And so I'm so glad that we're here today and that we've been able to have this incredible adventure.